Hey guys, this is Jeff Hubbard with Hubb's Trophy Whitetails. We're going to wrap up our shed hunting season for 2023, basically with a video of all of the sheds that we found here and a few of the deadheads. I just want to kind of go over a little bit about, when to start shed hunting, when to quit shed hunting. I don't know if you ever quit, because even during turkey season, I'm looking for sheds. But guys, this is the results from our shed hunting. We basically found 78 total sheds. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think 2 other match sets. So we got, basically we got 8 match sets, which is neat. We found 10 deadheads. Some of the deadheads ranging from this locked set that we found. I actually found this one, or the neighbor to the property I hunt found it while he was combining his Milo. About a 120-inch buck and a 128. 2 bucks that I passed up on September the 23rd, and then they both wind up getting locked up and die. One of them being a 3.5-year-old 10, the other one's probably a 4 or 5-year-old 8-point. But again, this is just part of the shed hunting experience. My grandson, Nathan, found this giant match set of the one we call Rocky. Go ahead and raise him up. Which, that's been our best buck of the year so far. I think the deer wound up grossing right at 178, giving him a 16-inch inside spread. I found this nice one here to a buck that I call Captain Hook, which was really neat to find him. I have no clue where the other one went. He actually lost one side on December the 11th, and Rocky had lost one side on December the 16th. So, with the drought we had this last year and the stress that the deer were under, with a lack of feed, and then also the stress of the rut, deer were dropping a little earlier this year, probably at least 4 to 6 weeks earlier. My other grandson, Rylan, found this match set. Awesome buck. This is the buck we call LG4. Just a really cool deer, something really unique. And we've got this buck's match set from last year. We've also got this buck's, I think we got one other side, one other year too on him. This buck right here of Nathan's that he found, I actually found his shed from the year before when he had actually busted his main beam. Just a, whoa, let's get it right. Is that the right one? There you go. So, just a neat buck. And that's a 3.5 here, he's 4.5 here. I hate to think what Rocky's going to do at 5.5 and 6.5. The only thing is, if he walks by me at 5.5, I'm going to thump him. So we might not get to see what he does at 6.5. This is another unique buck that I found both sides to. Again, just this the genetics in this particular area. I had 4 bucks that had a jacked up side like this. And that brings me back to a buck that I'd actually shot on November the 11th, which is just an awesome deer, 6.5-year-old deer. Again, wanting to get him out of the gene pool. No breeding for him anymore. But this is the same kind of genetics, and we got 2 more deer just like it. This shed coming off of one of the other bucks that had the messed up side. So we've had a good year finding some of those particular deer. Another nice deadhead was this really massive buck here. We had called him, let's see, that was the split G2 buck. This buck actually was from 2021, this set of antlers was. And, so he's laid there a while. He's been chewed on pretty good. But man, just the crazy mass. I mean, the mass on him just blows my mind. Love that buck. But that was a buck I was going to pass and let him get to at least be, 5.5 and see what he blew up into. Basically, I went with a friend up around Butler, Missouri, and we both, the two of us, walked around and found these sheds. This was by far my biggest shed I found on that piece of property. Just a unique buck, 13-inch G2 on him, about a 7.5-inch brow tine on him, 25-inch beams. I mean, I'd love to see what this buck looked like. But the thing is, guys, that was in late March, middle to late March when we found these. And as you can see, you start getting in that time of the year, that's what happens. You got competition with them stinking squirrels. Every one of you ought to take up squirrel hunting if you like to shed hunt. So yeah, we did good on that day too. And then I've got a few more over here on the floor. These sheds, both of my grandsons have found these on a piece of property they hunt here in Missouri. Again, you know, you can't have a camera with you everywhere you go, but we've had a great time this year shed hunting. The thing I want to stress to you guys is let your cameras dictate when you start to go. When you start getting deer losing both sides of their antlers, that kind of tells me it's time to kind of get out there a little bit. Start with the feeding areas, the open fields, little short trails. Just try to stay out of that bedding area till 20th of February on into that first week of March. You get into that area there, you can go about anywhere on your property and have a good luck finding sheds. And that way too, you also kind of get in there before the squirrels do a lot of damage to them. So we're gonna wrap this up. Been great visiting with you guys and bringing like my grandsons into this shed hunt, and then a buddy of ours, Levi from northern Missouri. Another gentleman named Russell Epperson from Butler area, and we just had a blast putting these videos together. My plan is, guys, is to start putting some food plot videos together, because truthfully the best way to find sheds is hunt a food source. So if you can put a good food source in there that'll get the deer through the winter into that January, February, March month, then you're going to have a good chance finding sheds. I do sell Grandpa Ray Outdoors food plot seed at my food plot shop here in El Dorado Springs, Missouri, and it's been a good product for